Hello, my name is Joseph Woodley, and I want to thank you for joining me on this very short inspirational broadcast. I want to encourage you to be extraordinary, be different, be unique. Approach the world from your own standpoint. See the world as it is through your eyes. Each and every one of us is gifted. Each and every one of us was created in the very image and likeness of God. That means you have your own special set of characteristics, your own special set of skill, your own unique giftings, your own talents, and they make you who you are. They make you special. You were not meant to fit in with the crowd. You were not meant to just go along with the status quo. There is something unique about you, something special that God has placed inside of you that would be a great benefit to this society. I had a conversation with my son the other day, and we spoke about how there are times when he sees the world differently than his friends or people around him. He has a much broader perspective of the world. He has his own way of doing things, his own way of playing, his own approach. And he said, does that mean that I'm not normal? And I said, normal is highly overrated. I want to repeat that. Normal is highly overrated. So many people are so interested in being normal that they're afraid to expand the borders, stretch beyond the boundaries that have been set up for them by the society. I explained to him that, when I was growing up, I felt different. I looked around and in many cases I felt like I didn't belong, I didn't fit in. And there were points in which I would subdue my own skills, my own talents, when I would not stand up for what I believed in, or I would hold back in certain areas of my life because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to belong. And the truth is, every child wants to belong. Every child wants to fit in. To tell the truth, adults want to fit in. Adults want to belong. They want to be a part of something. They don't necessarily want to stand out. But I'm going to explain something to you. If you want to be extraordinary, if you really want to be special, if you really want to make a difference in this world, normal is not the way to go. Be an individual. Be who God created you to be. In you lies all the keys that you need to be successful in life. Being like everyone else is not a recipe for success. It's a recipe for mediocrity. And right now our society is muddled in the muck and mire of mediocrity. Everyone wants to be the same. Everyone is just fitting in. We go back and forth with the sway of society. What's popular one moment may not be popular the next, but people who are really extraordinary set the trends. They break free of the box and the bondage that keeps them back from exploring who they really are. If you're going to really achieve something in life, do what makes you great. Do what makes you different. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to just belong. Don't try to just get along. It took me many years to come to that point. I was insecure. I held back, as I stated earlier. I didn't allow myself to explore who I was because I was afraid that people would judge me. I didn't want to be different. I wanted to be accepted. But what I found out is that when I I made the choice to be who I am, what God created me to be, the man He created me to be. I found that I became a much better father, a much better friend. I became a leader. I was not afraid to explore all the avenues and all the talents and the gifts that God had given me. And I was able to make a really positive contribution to the society around me. I worked with individuals who I didn't dream I'd ever have the opportunity to work with, because I stopped trying to fit in. I stopped being mediocre. And so I'm going to encourage you to stop being mediocre. Our society has need of you. People have need of you. That special gift, that special talent, that special call that God has placed inside of you. People have need of that. I have need of that. You have need of that. Your family, your friends, people that you've never even met before, people that you've never even dreamed that you would meet, they have need of that uniqueness, that gifting that is inside of you. Be extraordinary, my friends. Open your minds and your hearts to all the possibilities that are out there, and don't let anybody limit you. Don't let them say that you can't do it. Don't let them say it's impossible. Don't let them say you'll never be anything. You'll never amount to anything. Don't allow those thoughts to take root in your heart and in your mind. Break free of the limitations that keep you bound where you are, and begin to see that you have what it takes to make a difference. I want to thank you for joining me on this short inspirational broadcast. Please take the opportunity to go to Amazon.com or on your Kindle device, and you can pick up some books that I have written that are really positive, inspirational, and empowering books and resources for you. Just go to Amazon.com and type in my name, Joseph. That's Joseph. Last name Woodley, Woodley. That's Woodley. And I have books there such as When the Prodigal Son Becomes the Father, My Home is Not a Democracy, and you will really be inspired. I have another book as well called It's My Time. I have several other books on there that are for various age groups. But dare to dream. Don't get stuck where you are. Refuse to give in. Refuse to give up. Just like that conversation I had with my son. That wonderful conversation I had with him, where I told him, dare not to be normal. You don't have to fit in. You don't have to be like everyone else. And you know what? He came back the next time and said, you know what? It was so weird, Dad. I took your advice, and people talked to me different. They had even more respect for me. They valued my opinion more. Why? Because he went in with a sense of confidence. He understood that his opinions, his thoughts, his worldview was just as valuable as anyone else's. And he realized the extraordinary nature that he held within inside him. He's 11 years old, and he saw that. And he was able to recognize the difference that it made. As a grown man, I'm telling you, it works. It can make a difference in your life. If you'd like to contact me to come and speak at your group or your organization, please contact me at Mr. Woodley. That's MisterWoodley @gmail.com. Thank you for joining me on this inspirational moment. Keep your head up and remember, be different.